All that matters is how you feel about yourself when you are by yourself. This is a quote I've stolen from Tom Bilyeu, founder of Quest Nutrition and creator of Impact Theory, a fantastic podcast centered around self-development. When I hear that quote, it mandates reflection. There is no escaping that truth. We live in it and abide by it. In many ways, it's self-enforcing. In other ways, it serves as an underlying means of motivation to redefining yourself. The voice in your head needs no introduction or opening act. It performs unannounced, often unwanted, and very much unstoppable. We all live with it. The inner voice implanted in our subconscious that has been developed through our childhood and experiences, and to some degree genetically induced. But does that have to be a bug, or can it be a feature? The self-talk of champions is what breeds excellence, alongside hard work, dedication, support system, opportunity set, and luck. It is unmistakable that the mental game is really the most important aspect in any endeavor. Technical skills matter, talent matters, but none of that will come out to show if you don't nurture the attitude and mental acuity needed to present it. Self-talk isn't just about confidence. It is about getting yourself to inch forward. Self-talk is about self-leadership. Self-leadership can be a whole other post, but it does encompass the vernacular you use on yourself. How you speak to yourself and how you are spoken to will shape you. Look at Mike Tyson, one of the fiercest boxers in the history of the sport. He has firsthand attested to his trainer Cus D'Amato placing egocentric thoughts in his head. As a reflection of that, his performance aligned with that view of himself. Watch the movie King Richard, documenting the upbringing of Serena and Venus Williams. You will quickly pick up on how their father speaks to them. As a result, this is how they begin to speak of themselves. The language their father uses and the language they use ultimately invoke subconscious thoughts that fuel self-identity. Now, we don't all have someone like this in our lives, but we can all serve as that external voice that wears on the internal voice until it submits. Some may say this is impossible. Some may reserve this reconditioning for those in their youth. For that, I will just turn you away to David Goggins as an example that it is not about youth. Additionally, self-talk is to combat not just external events, but the other internal voices that may shackle you. These voices may be even louder than those of the outside world, and so you better have a way of keeping them at bay or even trying to drown them out with more productive self-talk. A tip on how to do this is to celebrate little wins. Exaggerate it if you need to. Reinforce that you have done something positive. Pat yourself on the back and feed yourself a bit of dopamine as a treat. Create a positive feedback loop. Every little win compounds. Acknowledge your steps forward, even if small, because the way you think about small change is key. Small change is often ignored and unappreciated due to its negligible nature in the grand scheme of things. But these small improvements lay the way for your big breakthroughs. Applaud them and yourself. Build an identity on small, steady, and incremental improvement if you want exponential change. You are what you repeatedly do. You focus on what you repeatedly say. Say good things. Inspire yourself. Push yourself. Learn how to mediate yourself. Even if you have someone to do this for you, you won't always. Learn the skill, because it is invaluable. Mastering self-talk is really about mastering yourself and how to press certain buttons with vocabulary to spark action, ideally enabling growth in the right direction. Here are some of the phrases I personally use to help aid my growth. After making a mistake, okay, fine. This won't be the last time I make a mistake. But what can I learn from it to do just a little bit better? Here I'm trying to quickly accept the mistake, acknowledge it, and put aside its negativity. Then bring it back from a perspective that allows me to make it more constructive. It doesn't have to solve the problem in its entirety, but how do I move the needle forward even just a bit? When I'm not in the mood to do a task, let's just do a little bit of this task and then move on from it. Oftentimes, this results in me doing the task for longer, even though I really wasn't in the mood to do it. It is in some ways a trick I'm playing on myself just to start. Starting enables momentum. Showing up is 90% of it. After tough times and consecutive setbacks, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. I was made to handle this. This is not my first setback. I'm relentless. I'm not out yet. If I'm still alive, I can be better. A bit of a ramble, but that's for the times when you're just getting your teeth kicked in ways that may be substantial or emotionally charged only to you, and just need to remind yourself that as long as you're alive, you have endless possibility for growth. After successful runs. Fuck yeah, that work really paid off. You really stuck that out, huh? Nice, man, well done. Shortly after. Okay, what's next? Are you gonna sit around and celebrate this for the rest of your life? There's much to be done. Congrats, but let's go, man. Let's see what else you have in you. These are not exact verbatim, but they get the gist across of what I'm trying to do in a couple different situations. Create your own dictionary of phrases that you lean into to help mediate yourself. Find what works for you through trial and error. It is crucial that one masters the skill of self-talk. Cultivate the strongest inner voice you can and watch your behavior conform. These phrases are just tools you will need, readily available, sharpened, and in close reach for whatever situation you find yourself in. Your inner dialogue will help keep you up when tough times inevitably arrive, and level you out when euphoria is present. Intentionally work on your self-talk, because no one will do it for you. Lead yourself with how you speak. Let your inner voice inspire you to action. Let your actions do all the external talking.